Happy Easter, Sunday evening, heading into what maybe will be a more eventful week for the 49ers. Probably not, but we'll see. We'll track it as it happens as we approach the NFL draft. Going to do a rapid fire 49ers Q&A just to give you some evening content, get you updated on my day. Today, I'm going back out to California on Tuesday. 49ers have their pro day, the local pro day on Wednesday. So a lot of travel up in the cards, but have been out here in Tennessee for maybe a couple weeks. I guess I was in South Carolina this last weekend, but time is flying and the weather was perfect today. And I have to update you after some of the storms that had happened sooner. We had to do some tree removal. This was out on the farm here in Franklin, and we had to bring in the big guns. And by the big guns, I mean the tractor. Made it out there. And this is why you need the tractor, because you've got to, I mean, this is a tree that had just split from all the wind. It was crazy. So we chained it up, dragged it out, and then the fun part, this is the wood chipper. You can sound it on right now. As soon as we were able to It was so cool. We had fun with it. It was good. And we also did a lot of heavy lifting over a long period of time. So that was today. That's while Odell Beckham Jr. was signing with the Ravens. I haven't even gotten to see the deal yet, 18 million per year. Anyway, that was my day. That's what the countryside looks like out here in Tennessee. You do a lot of cool wood chipping if your trees get destroyed by the wind and then you further destroy them. Then we had to drag all that on the pickup out by the river. It was a fun day though. So country living and back to the Bay Area, actually back to Fresno on Tuesday, Bay Area, Tuesday night, Wednesday, 49ers Pro Day. Should be a good week. At least we'll have some of that stuff going on. Speaking of Fresno, Jake Haener is going to be at the 49ers local Pro Day on Wednesday. There's going to be a lot of talent there, but Haener might be one of the headlining attractions. All right, rapid fire 49ers Q&A time. Let's talk. Oh my God, there are no questions. So I'm not going to be on for long if there are no questions, but you could smash the like button while we're at it. Randy Daytona says, save a horse, ride a tractor. I guess that's one way to do things. The shirt is really, really unbuttoned today. Not appropriate for camera. Good. We got another button. That's why we have the mic here. The 49ers signing a defensive end. Maybe they sign another veteran. I mean, they have signed Cleveland Farrell and they have signed Austin Bryant. They've got $3 million in cap room. You know, not much wiggle room though, because they need to leave some over for in-season business and for the draft. It's only $1 million. So if you get somebody at a bargain rate, maybe, but they already have done their defensive end signings. I think a lot of the focus should probably move to the draft right now with the 49ers. Who do I think the 49ers are going to pick with their first pick in the draft? I mean, come on, the pick's not till number 99. That's why it's best player available. It's a little bit of a fool's errand to say that they're going to go specific position when the pick is so late. Lance for a second and a fourth. I wouldn't do it. I think that they believe a lot in Trey Lance and that quarterback is a position that the 49ers need to be strong at. You don't know what you're going to have from Brock Purdy coming off the elbow, and Sam Darnold is Sam Darnold. He's still a relative unknown as far as what kind of quality of player you're going to get. 49ers are in no position to be losing QB talent unless they get a absolutely premium haul. I'm talking multiple first rounders in exchange for Trey Lance. Their opinion of him hasn't changed since he came in. I mean, they knew that he was going to be a raw developmental prospect, and it stayed that way because he's been hurt and hasn't had a chance to develop. But we saw the throw the other day. It looks like he's been working on his mechanics, and I think the 49ers are going to let that ride out. What is the highest you mean the 49ers can trade up? Maybe they can get to somewhere higher up in the third round, maybe the second, but I think they'd have to trade a future year pick to make that happen. They like how deep this draft is, so I don't think they're that inclined to make a massive leap up in this draft because they don't think it's as top heavy as previous years. I've only seen on Trey's workouts and mechanics. I haven't heard any more, but I'm going to be at the facility this week, so probably learn a little bit more. That's why everybody should like and subscribe, because I'll have some more intel from the 49ers facility this week. I think they're going to draft a quarterback or sign an undrafted free agent. I think they're going to have 4 in the room. As far as kicker goes, we'll see what happens on the Robbie Gould front. The 49ers haven't ruled that out on their end. Robbie Gould tries to rule it out, but he tried to do that in 2019 too. Zane Gonzalez is just a move at kicker. He's not the move at kicker. He might end up being the kicker, but I think the 49ers will still be active on that front. They can't bring in or bring back Robbie Gould. Maybe you draft somebody, but I don't think you could put all your eggs into the draft basket. And I think that's why they brought in Zane Gonzalez. They have worked out a couple kickers. I don't know by what you mean by other. They also visited with kickers at the NFL Combine. They're definitely interested in that rookie kicker market, obviously, with Jake Moody being at the top. Is Brock Purdy the NFL version of Jeremy Lin? We'll see. I'm obviously talking about Lin Sanity, took over Madison Square Garden, New York City. High efficiency player, Jeremy Lin out of Palo Alto. But when was that? 2013, 2014, sometime around then, maybe even 2012. Brock Purdy, well, he's going to be coming off a serious injury. And that's why everybody needs to just calm the jets. You can't proclaim him the next MVP. You can't say that he's going to be terrible. You just don't know what's going to happen moving forward. So I can't answer this question. In all honesty, I can't answer this question. The 49ers can't answer this question. And I think because you can't answer the question, you stockpile the quarterback room with depth. This is why it'd be foolish to let go of Trey Lance. You've got to have as many darts to throw at the wall as possible at quarterback. Thank you. Do I think Brock Purdy will be starting quarterback week 1, week 3, week 4? I don't know. I don't know how quickly this recovery is going to go. And I think, again, debating about who's going to be the starter, who's going to be the QB2, these things are for fans. The 49ers are just going to let this play out as organically as possible. And if you're going to increase the odds of an organic payout at the quarterback position, you've got to have more quarterbacks. You got to have more possibilities. The more darts you can throw at the wall, the better chance there is that one hits. I think that McKivitz is the most likely starter at right tackle. I don't know who would unseat him if they signed a free agent, but I do think the 49ers need to draft a tackle this year, not just because of that right spot, because of the fact that Trent Williams is going to be 35 years old. Who do I think is going to be the MVP of the team? That's a good question. Christian McCaffrey, Nick Bosa. We'll see. Yes, they can open up cap space when they re-sign Nick Bosa. $17 million cap hit. If you pay that signing bonus, if you're willing to spend, which the 49ers are, you can nominally decrease that cap hit. You can open up some space, maybe a few million. Not too much because it's going to be a massive signing bonus and a massive deal. They're dealing with such big money that even if you prorate it, there's still going to be a big hit in 2023. Have the Niners bridged the gap with Kansas City thanks to the Hargrave acquisition? I think so. I mean, to beat Kansas City, you've got to win with a 4-man rush. And a 4-man rush, I mean, it's got to be dominant up front. And with that dominance up front, you could potentially get to Patrick Mahomes and change the course of a football game. If you get to him with 4, drop 7 in coverage, that's how you beat all the great quarterbacks in the history of the league. I mean, go back to Brady losing 18-1 record to the New York Giants with the NASCAR package and Michael Strahan and all those players. So it's one of those things where, yes, Hargrave makes the 49ers better on that front line. Bosa, Hargrave, Armstead, whoever else, Drake Jackson, Cleveland Farrell, whoever else you plug in there, it's going to be a good front. And the 49ers, I think, are better contenders than they were last year, especially after they fill out their roster with the draft. I think that's going to be the case with how good that defensive front is. But you've got to walk the walk. You can talk the talk all you want, but the season's got to start, and the 49ers have to walk the walk. Is this enough time for Brock Purdy? Exactly 5 months away from opening day. Oh, September 9th. Is that true? We'll see. I mean, you're asking me questions that nobody knows the answer to, not even Brock Purdy's doctor. So a lot of this is we'll see. And because we're in we'll see, the 49ers just need to fortify their options so they are insulated for everything. I mean, yeah, so fans are going to overact to everything. I'm going to react to the video for what it is, and it's progress for Trey Lance. You could be happy about progress for Trey Lance. I think you could acknowledge that without saying that he's going to the Hall of Fame based on one throw on video with Patrick Mahomes in this offseason. Who's going to replace Jimmy Ward? Well, Isaiah Oliver, free agent, is the new 49ers nickelback. They've already had Tashawn Gibson replace Jimmy Ward at safety. Cornerbacks do better when they don't have to cover as long. There you go. Rush over coverage. Javon Hargrave going to make the 49ers defense a lot better. All right. The D-line got better, man. They got Javon Hargrave. Come on. What kind of question is that? I'm just playing with you. But anyway, rapid fire 49ers Q&A. That's it. It's over. I want it to go about 10 minutes. Everybody like the video, sub to the channel. Brace yourselves for a big week. And again, happy Easter. Everybody, bye now. Thank you for watching the show.